traders. I just wanted to share another trade with you real quick. This is a 15-minute chart of the Australian dollar, US dollar, and as you can see here, great opportunities to get short based on this chart. But let's take it up to the long-term daily chart, and this is an opportunity to trade with the trend. Here we can see, I mean, there's been a heavy sell-off today of the Australian dollar. But the overall trend here, if you look from left to right, we started up high and we're ending down low. We're in a downtrend definitively on the daily. And if we look at the 30-minute chart, we had this, and guys, if you look at this consolidation zone here, I have these two, pivots here drawn and above and below this consolidation zone. And anytime you get like a breakthrough of a consolidation zone either way, that's a real good opportunity to jump in and get some real good profit. Just because you have these patterns of consolidation here often, and anytime you have this consolidation pattern, you're going to have a breakout in one direction or the other. Just so happens that this was a breakout in the continued downward direction of this pair, and if you put a buy stop just below this little wick here to ensure a true breakout, you would have been able to capitalize on some big time profits on this move. But anyway, this is the 30-minute chart, and we can see we're in a downtrend here also. Let's go back to that 15-minute chart. Alright, so how do I gain my entries? Once again, I have these moving averages on my charts just to give me a quick glance of trend, market conditions, and then price action to give me more of an entry signal. And then I have stochastics down here at the bottom. That's also an indicator for me for confirmation of an entry. And I use Bollinger Bands too, standard deviation of 2. And here, I got in this trade later than what I would have liked. I would have liked to get into the trade, to have gotten in this trade somewhere around here, where I had a cross to the downside of these 5-period moving average and 8-period moving average. That would have given me more of a capture of this profit for this fall today. But I got into it late. I took another opportunity to get in right here. So for those of you that don't know, the moving averages I have on my charts, I have a 55-period and a 21-period moving average, and these two thicker lines, these longer term moving averages, they give me an indication of momentum and direction of the market. The momentum is pretty high here, gauged by the separation of these two lines. When I say momentum, that's the power behind the market activity in that direction. So you have a separation of this smaller moving average below this longer term moving average, and that shows me that there's a good amount of momentum to the downward direction. Alright, so I want to trade with that trend, which is down. I have these smaller moving averages, the 5-period and 8-period, and when they cross to the downside the same way that these bigger moving averages cross to the downside, that's when I want to enter the trade. So I got that entry signal right in here. I had a cross to the downside of that 5-period moving average, and I used stochastics. I want to get the same type of trigger in the stochastic oscillator too. And I got that here also. So that's where I entered the trade. This was another break in a key level. So this is another opportunity to get in short. Thanks guys for watching. Leave a comment. Take care.